Well, guys, I'm back. I waited till it kind of cooled off. And what I'm going to do is kind of get sags a little in the center. I'm going to tie this cord from that corner to that far corner out there. And then I'll have to go to the store later or the next time I go to town and get another piece of this and put it the opposite corners to make a cross in the center to where it'll hold it up. And then maybe later I'll put another piece across here to keep it from blowing this way. But I gotta go get my ladder. And I got my little garden buddy, one of them. Look at there, there's Lucky. But yeah, I gotta go over here and get my ladder. Shut that door. So Lucky don't get up in there and start pulling stuff down off the shelf. He's never been in that corner before, so. Let's see what we can do with this camera. Because I'm going to be right up there first. And I already measured my cord. And it'll hold it because this is like a clothesline cord. It's got the metal inside it. So it's not going to come apart. Trying to keep this cord so it doesn't come apart or come untied because it's really hard to tie it. Pretty difficult to tie it. Now I need to go over on the far side over there. Yeah, you can see that once I get over there. Got to take my ladder. Like this wobbly ladder because the ground is not level. But what I'm going to do is just go under the bottom. I thought about putting 1x2s or 1x1s across there, but that's too much trouble. I mean, this is temporarily. I mean, this is not a permanent fixture. So, it's just basically a quick fix. Keep shade on my plants, where hopefully it'll keep my plants from burning up. You have to be creative when you live alone and you're single and money is scarce. Just the right amount. How much left on you, little guy? Now I just need a. Oh, that was lucky. I need to put a. Cord on this side, about halfway these poles. Keep it from blowing all in here. And I know the next time I order gas, propane, you know, I have to take this loose so the guy can get to the gas pump. And this piece right here is bent. It looks like it's going to break, but I don't know how it got bent like that. It was already bent when I bought it. And I didn't realize it till I got it home. But yeah. Lucky, quit rubbing my feet. I don't know if this piece will be long enough. I got another piece of this same cord. And like I said, this is just temporary. But we've had such intense heat, and now we've got these storms that are coming through. The rain that's caused by the hurricane. You know, we don't usually get hurricane damage, but way up here we might get a little bit of the rain. Maybe some wind occasionally, but we're far enough off of the coast that usually we're not bothered with it. You know what? I think this is going to be long enough. What I call Jerry reading, y'all. That will help. I mean, if we get some strong winds, it may break that pole in half, and I'll have to go replace the pole. But I'll do that. I'll replace it if I have to. I really didn't want this much hanging out over here, but and I don't want to cut it off. But they always say, where there's a will, there's a way, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm not tying any kind of a permanent knot. I'm just putting something off here good enough to keep it tied on here. Just temporarily. Whew. And I'm just going to run that cord right straight through there, because I don't want to have to cut it off. When I get through with it for this shade, I may be going to use that cord for something else. May very well want to use it for something else. I'm not tying it, I'm just wrapping it around here to kind of keep it from blowing in the wind. There. Now let's just pray that the Lucky, I'm going to step on you if you don't get out from in my feet. He's just all over my feet. Yeah, well. You know what? I may not even put one cross this way. I may just leave it like that because that's going to keep it up high enough that it's not going to hit this to poke holes in it. My tomato plant will be fine. So, I think that's going to do it. I mean, I'll leave it this way and see what happens. I mean, it's light enough that it doesn't sag that much, and I can't tighten it up any tighter because of these poles. It keeps rubbing my ankles. It keeps going in and out of my feet. I got to pretty soon get me one of those aluminum 5-foot ladders. That's what this one is. And this one's okay, but it's getting kind of wobbly. I mean, as long as I'm careful with it, it's okay. Now let me go get this put back in the shed, and I'll turn the camera so you can see. And I'll guarantee you, Lucky's going to be following me. Little guy. Huh? What do you think, huh? I don't know where little buddy is. Usually they're both together. I guess little buddy's not hungry. He was home here a little while ago and got fed. So he's not hungry. Whew. I tell you what, my plants love this rain. I just didn't like the wind where it was breaking my plants down. But there's the canopy and the little extension I got over there. This bucket filled up with overflow compost tea, and I think these plants over here might need some of it. My other buckets are full too. And usually what I do, yeah, Lucky. Usually what I do is after the rain, I go around and empty my buckets. I empty the buckets and put them in the compost tea bucket, the big 32-gallon one. Whew. I'm not going to do that right now. I got too much other stuff to do. Look at this. He's right at my feet. He's right at my feet. He's about as bad as little Buddy was when he first came here. Little Buddy's still bad about it. He's all over me, and he gets kind of jealous of Lucky sometimes, I think. Yeah, but I think that canopy, that's a 10 by 10 top. And then I've got that extended piece out to the side. So that's almost another 5 feet, 5 by 10 foot space that's shaded. So that's all the shade cloth I'm putting up. The other stuff that's out in the yard needs to fend for itself. The watermelon out there, let's turn this around. My watermelon out there, where I moved my banana tree, it's in the partial shade anyway. So as long as it gets water, it's okay. But it has been getting hot on it. Look how these vines are growing. Especially that one. And it's got some odd shaped watermelons on it. Lucky, look at this. Right up against my feet, to where if I try to take a step, I'm gonna step on him. Yeah, you lay down and, no, he's coming right back. He said, no, I'd rather aggravate you. He says, no, I'd rather aggravate you and be around your feet. Look at that, he's just gonna lay down at my feet. And my poor banana tree, I don't know. I covered it, you know, to keep the grasshoppers from eating it. I moved it over here in the partial shade. The little one that was sheltered by the big one is doing okay. But the big one, the leaves are looking kind of bad because of the heat. It was just getting too hot. Too hot on it. Look at the little Lucky. Where's little buddy, Lucky? Did you run him off? Hmm? Did you run little buddy off? Huh? Did you run little buddy off? Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky that I even fed you. I don't need all these cats around here, but 2 I guess I can handle. You might keep the mice away from my house. He's gaining weight a little bit. He'll probably gain even more weight once this heat cools off a little bit. Yeah, I don't know where little buddy went. Really don't. See, I got compost tea in each one of the buckets. They're not full, but I've had water running off out of the tote into the buckets. And we're supposed to get more rain, so, and there's what it looks like from this side. See, I just have 2 sides dropped. And the ends are open like a tunnel. So there's plenty of sun that gets in there in the morning and afternoon, but hopefully some of the hottest time it's sheltered a little. There's little buddy. Yeah, there's little buddy. Yeah, there's little buddy. Lucky. Now you just have to leave little buddy alone. Yeah, you have to leave little buddy alone. Yeah. Little buddy was here first. He's the king of the roost. Yeah, he's the king of the roost. Yeah, he's the king of the roost, but Lucky thinks he's supposed to be. He said, well, I just want to be here too. Look at that. Lucky's a loving little kitten if they just wouldn't fight. Yeah, we don't want them to fight. They have to get along like brothers. Yeah, but sometimes brothers fight, don't they? It's still hot out here, y'all. See, that's what I don't want. I can't have them fighting. I'll have to do something with Lucky. Take him to the Humane Society or something. Because I can't have him fighting with little buddy. If they'd get along, it'd be different, but they want to fight. Because Lucky wants to take over. And I can't have that. Yeah, I may have to take Lucky and let him go find another house. And you know what? I just heard a hummingbird. I just heard a hummingbird. I wonder if I sit here for a minute and get quiet. If we can see the hummingbird. Because I just feel their... Oops. I just feel their feeders up today. I'm sorry about turning this around, but I had it set wrong. But if I get quiet, maybe he'll come back. And see, this is how he gets water. They drink out of the bird bath. So I try, I keep them a bowl of water out, but they seem to like the water out of the fountains better. Little buddy, I think I got this door locked. We're going to have to go around to the other door. Well, the AC's kicked on. The bird is going to keep the birds away. So I'm going to end the video and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.